Okay boys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to cover why the whole concept of looksmaxing is very gay, okay? So I've written down two types of people that I've now recognized in this whole entrepreneurial world, or for upcoming entrepreneurs that are 17, 18, 19 years old. So we have on the one side type A and type B. It doesn't matter if you can read it or not because I'm going to elaborate on it and tell you what I exactly wrote down. So we have type A, who is deep down into looksmaxing. The clavicular guy is their role model, hero type shit, okay? Most of them don't have social skills, okay? Why? Because they purely rely on their looks to gain attention, which does help, don't get me wrong. Your looks do get attention. This is where I'm going to cover type B later on, but you have no social skills when it comes to women because you think, okay, I get attention of them, but you don't dare to talk to them. You're the type of guy that when you are in the club, you are just standing there looking like having your mean face, I don't know, whatever poker face you make or model face, doesn't matter. You look them into the eyes. You now get the attention, but you don't have the balls to go there and actually talk to them, because for you, it's already a success that a woman looks at you. But it's not. You're opening the door to dating with that. Like, if you're good looking and women can approach you, or women will look at you because you're good looking. Second, you're hiding behind this layer of attraction, because what you're doing right there is you are building confidence on external factors that are subjective, okay? Nobody thinks or nobody has the same opinion of looks, especially women. So what you are doing right there is that whenever you are in the room where even you feel that you're not the most good looking, you're not confident. Why? Because you build it on external factors. Of course you can control them, but there's only certain things you can control. If you're not tall, then you're not tall. I've seen guys now wanting to do like height surgeries or having their things in their shoes where they grow some centimeters. That's gay. Whenever you talk to a man about you not being tall enough, that's weak and you just lose respect. So to come back, you are putting looks over behavior. That means that you're giving your only secret weapon that you can have, and that is being charismatic, away, and just relying whether a girl finds you attractive or not, just purely based on your looks. You're going to fail. Or you are going to attract short-term women that are only looking for the most handsome guy in the room, maybe to have a good night with him, and that's it. But that's not the type of girl or woman that you should try to attract. You should attract all of them, because if you're good-looking, handsome, then you have a behavior as well, like you are extroverted, everything, then you will attract every woman, because every woman likes that. And you then can pick and choose what you want, okay? So this is type A. This is all you young entrepreneurs who think that by looksmaxing you're getting somewhere. You won't. Looksmaxing, which I'm going to disclose later on, is helping you massively improve your chances and boost your chances with women. On the other side, we have the type B that thinks it doesn't matter how I look. If a woman loves me, then she should love me for who I am and not how I look like. This concept doesn't work. You're the character only guy. She has to like me for who I am, my character. Of course that will help. You will maybe have even some success if you're in Sweden, where there's so many women. And even there you won't, because Swedish chicks are very direct and strict, and they have a certain type that they feel attracted towards. So even there, where there's women overload and there's no masculinity around, you will fail because you're feminine. You don't have at all a presence. You don't have a presence. Presence is built to how people first see you, like your first visual impression, and then how you talk, how you act, who you're talking to. This is what presence is, and who's looking at you. But nobody's going to look at you if you look shit. With looks, I mean, get a good haircut, dress nicely, and that's it. And obviously, most important, go to the fucking gym. If you're a skinny dude, it's your fault. So to go back to the point which I was making, is character B is purely relying on maybe being extroverted, on him being able to talk. And I would say character A gets you, of course, more success than character B, but what you should go for is type C, okay? Let me write that, let me clean that shit. We have C, which all of you should want to be, which is hard, because on the one side, you are focusing on looks, and with looks it's haircut, style, then gym, obviously your physical presence that you build, then certain things that you can or cannot control with your facial structure. But this is already borderline gay with the whole how your cheeks look, and this is gay. Okay, you don't need that. Why? Because you get the looks plus your social skills, SK, social skills, which require you being able to talk, you build your confidence. And let me just set the record straight for what is confidence. Confidence is the ability to endure social criticism and social consequences. What does that mean? I have a whole YouTube video about that. You can check that out later if you want to. That just means that you are only confident if you don't care what other people say when you do something. For example, if you enter a room where all the people are and they ask you for your opinion and you're not giving them your opinion because you're scared of what you are actually trying to say and you're scared of their reaction, this is where real men and real people that can read your body language and stuff are going to notice that you are not confident. The easiest way to see whether or not somebody's confident, especially if he's building his confidence just on his looks, it's just their body language. They're constantly trying to fix their hair, looking in the mirror if they look good, trying to do some gay shit, okay? Don't do that. So to come back to the point, social skills. You can talk, you're confident because you don't care what people say. Obviously very good at reading the room, read the room, know where you are. If you combine these two, where you're trying to do the best that you can to look as good as possible, because you don't have to be a 10 out of 10. To pull 10 out of 10 chicks, you don't have to. But obviously women like to see that you do take care of your looks. That's just basic things. And if you combine looks with being able to talk to them actually and not be weird, women sense or like feel that you don't care whether or not they're here and that you feel confident in whatever scenario you put in. That's the way to success with not just women, but in general. If you want to really leverage your looks and social skills, this is the way to go. And don't ever just focus on the looks, even though this whole trend just goes in and it's very popular to do everything possible you can to looks maximize or like to maximize your looks. Don't do that. The only looks maximizing you need is if you have a girlfriend or if you have a female cousin or if you have like, you can even pay women to go shopping with you. So if you go to the gym, if you have a nice haircut and if you have a female inspiring you to, or a female inspired shopping, you're already there at a 7 or 8. Of course, you need a good skin, you're an 8. Just with these 3 basic things, which don't require you to listen to this clavicular guy all the time, okay? And on the other side, just go out there and talk to people, get feedback, analyze what you do and what you don't do, okay? And for daily tips, okay? I've got things like that daily in my Telegram. It is free. It's linked down below. Go check it out and I see you in the next video.